I even gave him a nickname last week. I called him Chase Diddy.
Chase Diddy.
It hurt. I gave him props because I felt like he could manage the game. He could handle the ball, but he dropped like all his snaps, all the important. Like, I mean, I guess maybe if the ball was damp or it was dew on the ball.
Yeah, but you didn't see Eli dropping snaps last night or yesterday afternoon. So, yeah, that I don't know.
So I'm right. Dude. He dropped the snaps. He didn't take care of the ball. The two interceptions. It's not even what killed us. He dropped those snaps at some of the most crucial times.
Yeah, those interceptions were early too.
Yeah.
So, you had the Ogletree pick on what was it? The second play of the game.
That was a crazy, crazy start.
Actually, Ogletree had both picks yesterday, right?
Yeah, wrong picks. Ran one back.
You cannot lie to me. Once that happened, you guys were a little bit nervous.
No.
What, after the first one?
No, I thought we would have
settled.
No, I thought we would have settled. And we did. And we did settle, really. But when you're dropping snaps.
They had a 14-10 lead at halftime. I mean, they came back.
No, yeah, they definitely responded. I thought that was really cool.
I thought this is what we do. The Bears defense is going to stand up. The Bears defense, to me, I mean, they stood up enough. They did what they could do.
Yeah.
Yesterday, the Giants are probably doing their little thing right now where they do their midseason form. So I'm not even shocked that they came out and played well.
I think they took halftime to notice. They needed Saquon Barkley. They needed Saquon Barkley. They fed him the ball. They fed him the ball so many times in the second half, passed him the ball so many second times. And I said in the beginning of the season, it's based off Odell and Saquon.
Yeah.
The Saquon is really the main part of that offense.
That guy's hand used to pull a semi-truck. Man, he
is just jacked. Yeah, and then you had Odell throwing the touchdown pass yesterday.
Yeah. What you guys think about? I mean, that was blown up. But, I mean, I thought Odell was also going to reverse run.
Yeah.
So when he winded up, I'm like, oh, God, I hope there's help.
Yeah. I mean, it was good. They was all right.
The onside kick, I know you guys are probably excited. I mean, I was
you know what? I was really pleased with the way they came back in that game. I mean, there was less than a minute and a half left. They kick the field goal, recover the onside kick, go down and score a touchdown to tie the game.
Yep.
Yeah, it's disappointing they lost in overtime.
I mean, it wasn't a bad offensive performance stats wise. It's just a couple of the miscues cost us the game.
Yeah.
Even in overtime, drop a snap in overtime.
Yeah.
I think you dropped a snap 2 or 3 times in the game.
I saw Wilbon. Obviously, I watch Red Zone, so I'm not watching. You guys are, loyal Bear fans.
Yeah.
So I see Wilbon going off on Twitter about timeout usage from Nagy. What happened with that?
Going into halftime.
Yeah, going into halftime.
We should have just ran out the clock.
Yeah.
But Nagy called the I don't understand why he called the timeout.
Was it before half? Did they have the ball?
Right before halftime, 2 minutes.
The Giants had the ball, right?
Yeah, and they didn't have any timeouts left.
So was he trying to get the ball back?
I think.
I don't know what he was thinking. I don't understand any logic behind why he would have called a timeout when they have the ball.
Anyway, the Giants, Saquon Barkley ripped off a nice run right after that, right?
They regrouped and
they were going to. I think even after that timeout, that play call, the Giants were still just trying to run out the clock, right?
Yeah, but then
and Barkley just ripped off that nice run, and then the Giants were like, "Oh, we're in business now." And then I think they completed a sideline pass right after that, and then kicked the field goal. So, yeah, I guess bad clock management.
I think if these teams play, 10 times, the Bears win 9 out of 10.
Oh yeah, no.
I just think,
especially if Trubisky's in the game.
That's why they say any given Sunday.
Yeah,
exactly. You do say that,
and it's weird to me because that was a really weird game. A lot of weird things happened. We talked about Beckham throwing the touchdown, Akeem Hicks getting a rushing touchdown.
Yep.
Tariq Cohen throwing a touchdown pass at the end to tie the game.
How about that trick play?
Yeah, that's
How about that trick play?
Yeah,
man,
I'm so impressed from Nagy, honestly.
No, he's so impressed. He's a good play caller. I think he's a good coach. It's one of those things like that Dolphins game that they lost in overtime was another weird game.
Yeah.
So yesterday was a really weird game. I don't know. It's just.
I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know how you didn't feel weird when that first interception happened.
Yeah.
I think next year he looks at all of this and he's not going to make those mistakes.
Yeah, you're probably. I mean, keep in mind
you need to look at it before it goes into the playoffs.
Right.
Yeah. But it's just one of those things where, like, I don't know. I can't be pissed.
No, it was.
I'm pissed because we're going into the game with the Rams.
I know
we didn't need that loss.
I know. I know what you're saying, but like I didn't know what to expect out of Chase Daniel. You know, I didn't think he was going to play well, and he didn't play that well. I don't think
the Rams do come to town. I totally forgot about that.
That's next Sunday night.
And the Vikings have who on the schedule? Because it's a 2-man race now. So it's the Vikings and who they have next. I gotta check. I'll check right now.
No, the Bears.
The Vikings. Through the Vikings. Because
I'm not sure. We got to pull that schedule up.
The Vikings have. I mean, they're 2 games back. 2.5 or 2 games back.
2.5. Well, no, 1.5. I think they're considered 1.5.
Yeah, 1.5 sounds about right. But you know, the Bears, like you said, the Bears have the Rams Sunday night, and then the Packers the following week. And I don't care how bad the Packers are, until the Bears prove to me that they can actually beat Aaron Rodgers, I'm still going to be scared.
Minnesota's at Seattle, so that's another tough matchup. Seattle's playing pretty good.
This late in the season, playoffs on the line. I'm concerned about the Packers for sure.
Yeah,
I'm concerned about the Packers because
I think they're going to start resting players. And I know Rodgers came out. I mean, we also try to stay on topic, but I mean, I think Bear fans should not be as worried just because I can definitely see,
Well, if they're trying to throw the rest of the season away,
right? I think they're just gonna.
Okay, give us a win.
I'll be surprised if Devontae is, playing the same amount of snaps he has been playing as Aaron Jones.
Y'all are still not mathematically out of it, are you?
1%. I mean, you fire your head coach. I mean, I think you're pretty much.
This season, 4 games left.
But yeah.
I mean, how do you feel about that? Should it?
Are we going to go into that right now? We're not going to go to breaks.
Yeah, we could. We can take a break.
I'm emotional. I still need to gather myself from this. You want to go into it already? You want to go into it?
Sure.
How do you really feel?
All right. How do I really feel? All right. So after the game, I wanted his parking pass. Like, how do we lose to the Arizona Cardinals at home? It's snowing. Josh Rosen's the quarterback. I'm speechless at how bad this team is with this quarterback. And sure enough, I get the tweet. The Green Bay Packers had relieved Mike McCarthy of head coach. And at that point, I'm still numb. I don't know how to react. And it was the right move. And it reminds me. I said this the last time I was on the show with you guys. It's also similar and reminds me of the Andy Reid situation in Philadelphia. Won a lot of games. McCarthy won a Super Bowl. I know Reid didn't win there, but you need a new voice. You need a new scheme. You need a fresher, new breath, air. And I think it played its course. And I know some of you are probably going to say, I know Tony Dungy publicly said on Sunday Night Football that it wasn't right for this organization to do it the way they did. They should have waited for the season to play out and then let him go. But I mean,
that's a tenured coach.
Yeah.
I thought they owed him more respect than that.
He's got a street named after him in Green Bay.
You know what I mean? I thought that he's the only coach to coach longer than him in Packers history is
Vince Lombardi.
No, not even Vince Lombardi.
Curly
Lambeau.
Yeah, Lambeau.
He coached 32 years.
Mike Ditka was fired by the Bears.
Yes, he was, but there were a lot of things that went into that. Remember that? Have you ever seen that picture of Ditka flicking off the camera like right at the end of his tenure? Because he was not getting along with the McCaskies and ownership and the front office. So you could see that coming. Like you didn't hear any of the. I mean, yeah, there was the potential rift between McCarthy and Rodgers that
and that's
they
public
weren't getting along.
Yeah, right.
But it was nothing with the front office and.
Right. So that's I've never heard anything about McCarthy.
Yeah.
At the front office. He coached 12 and a half years. You know what I mean? And I just didn't think they would handle business.
God, was it 12 and a half years?
This is his 13th season right here.
Yeah.
This was his 13th season. So
yeah.
He a little over halfway through the season.
And he's not a bad coach. He's gonna find work.
He'll be right back if he wants to coach. He'll be hired immediately. But the thing is, and maybe this is why the Packers did it, was he's being replaced by Joe Philbin. Philbin's been a head coach in the league before. I think with the Dolphins, right?
Yep.
I think maybe they want to see what they have in Philbin for a couple games, and then kind of decide where they go from there.
I can see that.
Yeah, I think that's the only reason why. Because, like you said, I agree with you. Like, that's really hard to fire a guy that's meant that much to your organization and has brought that much success. So that being said, they knew a change needed to be made, and I think that's why they're doing it, because they want to see what Philbin can do.
I'll be surprised if Philbin's the guy, but I'm all for it. If they, pull off these 4 games and, give him an interview. But there's a lot of candidates that I want to be interviewed as a fan.
We could get into those on the other side of this break. We also have the Kareem Hunt situation, the college football playoff, and some Bulls news. They have fired head coach Fred Hoiberg. We got all that coming up after the break. This is Heating Up Sports.
On September 8th, it's on in Dallas. Tyron Woodley defends the UFC welterweight title against Darren Till at UFC 228. Will the Brit come out victorious and bring the title back to Liverpool? Or will the chosen one retain his title in only his 4th title defense in 2 years? Also featuring UFC Women's Flyweight Champion Nico Montano
what I'm saying? Bleacher Report is clutch.
Oh yeah, coming back into some Rolling Stones. They're coming back to Chicago next summer. Can't wait.
Yeah, I'm all about Rolling Stones. Can't you tell?
Right on, brother. Right on.
This is my Rolling Stones face.
That's my Joe Dirt voice.
All right, so getting back to this Packers situation a little bit, you got some more news for us, Leon?
Yeah, so I just read on Twitter that the CEO, President Mark Murphy, who, for those of you that don't know, the Packers are the only NFL team that are publicly owned. They don't have an owner. So this is the guy that's calling all the shots. He's in a current interview right now with the press with GM Brian Gutekunst, and he's just throwing out all these statements right now. He's saying Rodgers will have no say in the coaching search. They're officially going to wait for the season to completely end. That way they can interview NFL candidates. And I pointed out one more. Which one am I forgetting? I told you. I forgot it.
The Joe Philbin thing.
Yeah, like that he actually has a shot at being the head coach.
Yeah, it's not surprising because Philbin was the offensive coordinator there when Aaron Rodgers took over from Brett Favre. Am I right on that? I know he was on the coaching staff in some capacity.
So the year they went 15-1, he was the OC, and then he left after that year to Miami.
Yeah, and he went to be the Dolphins head coach. Didn't go so well down in Miami. But I guess, he's been back up here. I guess it's worth seeing for, the rest of the season if he can coach a team, get this team turned around.
I love Joe, and we'll see. I want to see these 4 games. I guess you're right. Give him a chance. But, I mean, these hot young candidates, I just want the new McVay, man. I want the new McVay.
Listen.
What's up?
They're not going to hire Joe Philbin after the season. You know why?
I don't think so either.
He's
but
old. They're not going to say it because that's ageism. I'll say it for them.
No, yeah, I agree. That's what I'm saying.
Joe Philbin looks like a cartoon, an old cartoon character that I can't remember the name of.
He's live right now.
Hi, Joe.
You know Joe Philbin.
He's probably not going to hire me after hearing this, but I'm just saying, bro.
But no, that's crazy. Murphy is calling the shots at Green Bay, and I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, that just is going right over. I mean, Gutekunst, is that how you say it? Gutekunst?
Yeah, perfect. Right on.
He's essentially just a puppet. He's just there.
That doesn't that undermine him in a way?
Yes.
And what I'm blown away about is his interview with the 49ers. Remember when they hired John Lynch?
Yeah.
They were this close to hiring Gutekunst. They were blown away by this guy. So I don't know. I don't know, man.
Troubled times up there in Green Bay, huh?
Right.
I'm glad they took the stance, though. Aaron Rodgers, this ain't your business.
I kind of like that too, but
put that boy back where he belongs. Right?
No, I don't think Clint.
On the sideline, they're gonna talk to him. Get out of here, man.
I don't know if
I think they're gonna talk to him. I think they're gonna say something like, "Hey, Rodgers, what you think? He is the franchise."
Yeah,
they're gonna say something. They just had to say that for the meeting.
Man. All right. Well, the guys, you want to talk about this Kareem Hunt situation a little bit? I've kind of
somebody jump in on this.
Let Kareem Hunt. So I had a whole conversation about domestic violence based off the Kareem Hunt situation. This is not domestic violence. This was a street fight.
I have not seen the video. I've been living under a rock for the last week.
I'm gonna pull you from under the rock. So this is a street fight in a hotel in February. And the truth is, in my opinion, that the NFL front office and the Chiefs front office are using Kareem Hunt as a scapegoat because they didn't want to know the truth. We couldn't get the tape. The NFL couldn't get the tape. Are you kidding me? TMZ got it before the NFL.
They got the tape of Ray Rice, didn't?
Yeah.
This stuff is
because the NFL wouldn't release the Ray Rice tape, right?
Yeah, they had the Ray Rice joint.
Yeah.
But the Kareem Hunt situation, they didn't want to know.
I feel like they making it seem like it's the same kind of situation that Ray Rice.
It's totally not.
It's not. But like I tell people, people was expecting the Chiefs to keep Kareem Hunt. I'm just like, if it's going down this path for them to try to keep Kareem Hunt, if that's the case, Ray Rice should still be in the league. Because if they put it in the same category, when it's not in the same category though.
It's not.
But-
It's more personal because with Ray Rice, that was what was that? Baby Mama
No,
Rice,
this is
that
much less This is much less
right. Because
personal.
like you said, it was a whole street fight. It was a brawl. It was
Well,
three,
yeah,
four different
That was
Well-
the mother of his kids.
well,
Right.
Ray Rice, that's different. But this here was a street fight.
By different, you mean how? I just want to hear your
Ray
point of
Rice's situation was domestic violence.
Mhm.
He hit his woman
view.
in the face, almost cleaned her out,
Right.
cleaned her clock in the elevator.
Right.
This is a situation where we don't even know all the details, first of all. But for whatever reason, he was angry enough, he pushed her. She hit him back. They took him in the back. He came back around and knocked somebody over that knocked her over. Then he kicked her in the leg.
Right.
So the severity is totally.
And let me just
I
say,
agree. I
there's a
agree.
lot of
I'm with you.
And then I understand that it's a woman, so I guess it's a little more tacky than
But-
it would have been if it was anybody else. But this is not Ray Rice.
And you're saying that it is.
No, I'm saying it's not.
It's not.
I was
Okay.
saying the NFL putting it in the same category.
But
when they
you
don't.
want to know why?
What I heard was from this story was they was in a hotel or something like that, right?
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I heard that she was banging on his door, kept banging on his door, whatever.
Right.
And that's a frustrating thing. Like,
Right.
knowing you got a game coming up, you got to
Right.
get rest for Sunday, and somebody banging on your door,
Well, it was-
when you trying to rest.
It was February. He wasn't playing football.
It was February.
I know.
Yeah.
He wasn't playing.
He was not playing the Super
I
Bowl.
forgot it was February. My bad.
But still, if somebody
That's
banging at your
still-
door,
still banging on your door.
And she
not
was
to
just,
excuse him because he
the
you
report
have to
said
be
she
more
was a
level-headed.
supremacist.
Right.
The report said she was a supremacist. Am I saying it right?
a white supremacist.
White supremacist.
Oh,
and
oh.
she was blatant out.
Yeah.
the
So,
N-word,
and none of that
hard N-word.
excusing him putting his hands on him.
Right.
None of
And,
that
and
excusing
he
that.
apologized, and he said that in Lisa Salter's interview Sunday morning. But I think the NFL, the reason why the NFL brings up the Ray Rice situation is because he was caught. There's footage of it.
What did he do? He pushed her and he kicked her in the
Right.
leg.
The altercation
no.
wasn't the same, but
Not her leg. She probably has a contusion now.
right.
I'm
Well,
just
I
saying.
can't-
wait. Let me just say,
I'm just saying.
from all the backlash,
Joe,
on
don't fire
Twitter,
me. Listen, I'm sorry, but
Wait,
You're in it now.
y'all knew I was a firecracker. Whoa, wait a minute. You know what I mean. Go ahead.
so yeah.
What were you about to say?
say the backlash on Twitter, just the fact that they like. I played the video like 4 or 5 different times. He didn't. I'm not saying he should be pardoned, but he didn't kick her that hard. Not how they're portraying it on Twitter. They like have WWE moves of like
it did look like
Triple
he tried
X hitting the.
Well, Twitter's supposed to do that. It's great.
I feel like
You
it's
see what
not
they did to
helping
the
the
white. You see what
cause.
they did to what? They're not. Twitter's not going to help the cause. Twitter's going to make fun of it and make the greatest memes ever.
Exactly.
Dwight Howard.
But yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate. I know. Oh, today, that's actually right. So he was. I know we got a minute, maybe 30 seconds. He's going to go through waivers. Reports are that he's going to go unclaimed. There was rumors that Philadelphia, Washington,
Dallas.
Jerry Jones did publicly say that he was ours. We don't know if that's official or anything like that.
Dallas is going to.
Claim him, but the rumor is that
I like
he's supposed
that
to go
move.
unclaimed, and we'll see. I mean, he was just finishing out his rookie deal, so
I would claim because they're going to get him for the low next year. I would claim him. He's going to play next year. This is not Ray Rice.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree.
And he came out early and said he didn't blame the Chiefs for anything. So he's doing his PR. He's going to take the necessary classes or rehab because I don't send people to rehab for dislocated kneecaps potentially. I don't know. But
Now, question:
yes,
How it was? I got an update saying TMZ had. Okay, we'll do that.
we'll get into that next segment.
Yeah.
All right, we got an update from Malachi, and coming up, we'll continue this Kareem Hunt talk. We've got the college football playoff and the Bulls firing head coach Fred Hoiberg. Here's Malachi.
Chicagoland Sports Radio Sports Update.
I'm Malachi Bivens. This is your Heat Up Sports Update. Yesterday, there was a lot of good football going on, so let's start with the scores from Sunday. The Saints and the Cowboys played, and the Cowboys won 13-10. The Giants beat the Bears 30-27 in overtime. The Cardinals beat the Packers 2017, led to a McCarthy fire. The Jaguars beat the Colts 6-0. The Texans beat the Browns 29-13. And the Buccaneers beat the Panthers 24-17. Dolphins beat the Bills 21-17. Broncos beat the Bengals 24-10. And the Ravens stunned the Falcons 26-16. And the Rams beat the Lions 30-16. It was a shootout up in Oakland. The Chiefs won 40-33. The Titans win on the fourth quarter comeback 26-22. And the Patriots beat the Vikings 24-10. Seahawks beat the 49ers 43-16. Sunday Night Football, it was Chargers versus Saints. Chargers won on the comeback 33-30. And Monday Night Football is the Redskins versus Eagles. And this has been your Heat Up Sports Update. This is Malachi Bivens.
Welcome back into Heating Up Sports. So we want to keep going on this Kareem Hunt situation.
Let's go about 2 more minutes. Go 2 more minutes. What's your thought on it, Matt?
You know, like I said, I feel like I've been living under a rock for the last week or so in the sports world. So, yeah, I agree. I think he will play next year. So it'll be interesting to see who will sign him and who's going to deal with, you know, the media circus that's going to come with that.
Let me ask you this. I mean, you've been under the rock for like a week, you said.
Yeah.
Okay, what if I came up to you and said, okay, let's put it this way. What if I came up to you and said the Chiefs released Kareem Hunt? What was your first thing that popped in your head?
Why?
Wow, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if I told you this happened, like, without all the explanation, what if I told you he hit a woman? Without describing the video, like kick, a little soft kick, you know, a little push.
Without a video?
Yeah, without a video. If I told you that, like without showing him the video, because he ain't seen it, what was it? What would have been your thought on it?
That he should be released.
I had an argument with somebody on Facebook, and then somebody was like, the Chiefs should just let him take the 4 to 6 week suspension. And then I told him personally, I was like, I mean, the Chiefs did right releasing him because.
So are you saying because there's a video, so you're saying if there wasn't a video, he would be least punished. The punishment wouldn't be as worse.
Right. The punishment wouldn't be as worse to me.
He would not have been suspended.
Right.
It was proven.
I think
he didn't get suspended until the video came out. They knew about it.
Yeah.
But apparently he didn't give them all the details.
Why did video come out so late?
If you're going back,
he was getting ready to buy a network.
If you're going back to if there was no video, what would the suspension be? Then that's why conversations like the Ezekiel Elliott case come
exactly. That's what I was.
Now Zeke didn't. There was no footage, but he got 6 games.
He got 6 games.
Hold on. You can go ahead. Now Kareem's gonna likely get 6 games from whatever team that picks him up, because like you said, Tony, he's likely gonna get picked up.
This year count.
He's going to try to make it happen this year as soon as possible.
As soon as he get picked up, the better.
Right.
For him.
But the team the NFL is working on their own case to possibly lay down their own suspension.
Well, whose suspension is this?
So it's the teams and then the NFL.
Well, the team is not going to suspend him.
Yeah, not the new team's not going to suspend him, especially if he's getting 6 games from the NFL.
Okay, then I'm gonna look into that, because I hear there's 2. They're gonna lay down 2. I mean, they're gonna lay down them hard. It's 6 games, and then there's another suspension. I'll look into it though.
Either way, it's still good for whatever team, because you'll get Kareem Hunt for a bargain,
right?
And he'll help your team towards the middle of the season.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let me ask you this. People said that the Chiefs was forced to let him go. They was forced to let him go.
From who?
Why? The NFL.
Well, he said in the interview that when he went in there, when they called him in there, you know, they told him, it was very emotional. Hey, we love you. You know, we want the best for you.
We got fans outside. Hey.
We love you. We want the best for you, but we just had to let you go. What happened was he lied to them. And that's where they just couldn't go forward.
He did lie to them.
Had he come forward and clean, you know, they could have worked with him.
You think they would work well?
Yes.
I mean, I think they would work well because it's towards the playoffs.
You know why? Joe Mixon, when he got drafted, in all his interviews with teams, he told them flat out what happened. And he still got drafted. And, you know, his story didn't really blow up. You know that?
But his was worse.
I saw that video, and that was
he raved right.
man.
This is
That's
worse.
so
than that.
insensitive. He hit it pretty hard.
So had Kareem told the truth, he probably would have a chance to play this year, maybe.
Yeah, it's an interesting thought.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. Malachi, you want to talk about your Patriots for a minute here? Doing the Bears a favor, beating the Vikings?
Man,
Thank you, Malachi.
I'm gonna talk about our defense real quick. We held the Vikings to 50 some passing yards? I think in the first half. I think
So that's
we held them. Stephon Diggs
that's what it's about.
really didn't touch the ball. Adam Thielen caught the touchdown at the end of the second quarter.
Yeah.
They wasn't touching the ball. I mean, I think we showed the Vikings up. I mean, the only person that could touch the ball was Rudolph and Dalvin Cook. Stephon Diggs was getting locked down. Adam Thielen yelling at Bill Belichick.
Oh,
to get it.
Belichick dropped the F-bomb. I don't know if you saw that.
I can't even say what he said.
I read about that exchange.
I can't even say what he said.
So Thielen caught the ball, right?
Mm-hmm.
On that play.
Yeah, it was supposed to be it.
And Belichick was going to challenge it?
Yeah, because it was a first down. It wasn't even a first down, though. But Bill Belichick challenged it. And Adam Thielen got the other down. And Bill Belichick said, shut the
Yeah.
Man, I
Gotta drop that button right there.
you know, I had Hey, I wish we had the button like Area
Got it
21.
right there.
I'll make a button. Does that work?
But we did the Bears a favor. I mean, I was happy because I wanted y'all to beat the Rams next week, so y'all get the number. Try to get the number one seed at least.
We don't have to beat the Rams next week because the Vikings are going to lose to Seattle as well.
Yeah.
But we will beat the Rams.
I actually kind of think it seems like they could, though.
You're not scared of golf.
We ain't scared of
No.
nobody.
No.
It's gonna be a
Why?
tight game.
Let me ask y'all a
Money-
question.
money-
Do you guys think the Rams are legitimately a one-loss team?
Yeah.
No.
I think they have a good coach. The coach obviously he knows.
I mean, they can be beaten.
Yes.
Most
No, they
definitely.
can.
Seahawks
Yeah.
could have beat
Yeah.
them twice.
Yeah.
And this Bears defense, that's a defense golf does not want to play against.
Listen, we're going to rough golf up. We're going to get to him.
Yeah.
But
But trust me, that ball's going to be out fast. I
Yeah.
mean, McVay's not going to. I mean, and if he does leave or let golf sit in that pocket, I
I
mean,
think the
good
Rams
luck.
defense is suspect.
Oh, yeah.
They
They're
definitely
better.
suspect.
They're
Mitch-
better now.
and
They're
money-
going to be better now.
Money making
With
Mitch
to
is
lead
gonna,
back.
Money making Mitch is going to exploit him.
Money Mitch.
Mitch Magnificent.
How's the O line?
Mitch
Because you know you got Don
Bears
Odell
O-line?
too coming in there.
Bears
Oh,
O-line is
yeah.
not good.
That's
You know,
why-
it
that's why
hurts.
Mitch gotta run.
It hurts
Yeah.
losing Kyle Long. Look, they're not good at run blocking. I mean, they could pass block decently well.
Yeah.
But, you know, Trubisky's relied a lot on his legs this year to make plays. So if there is one weak point on the Bears, that's it, is the offensive line.
I don't think Howard's going to be able to establish the run, so they're going to have to get Tariq out in space.
We have to.
Hey, Howard established the run pretty good yesterday.
Yeah.
And we went away from the run.
Yeah.
How do we do that? That's the Bears. I'm sorry. We should be
That's one of
Yeah,
Nagy's
right.
tendencies, though, is, and you know, he keeps saying how he wants to get Howard more involved, and maybe he'll do that because you know he scripts the first 20 plays or so.
Yeah.
So maybe he'll do that in the first 20 plays, but as soon as the game starts going along, he tries to get into a passing rhythm, and they abandon the run.
little sidebar. That's probably one of the reasons that Mike McCarthy got fired because everybody knows his first 25 plays.
Yeah. It's all vanilla, man.
They knew they knew this week one.
Somebody
They played him. But all right, back to the Bears and the Rams.
had to drop that.
Let me ask y'all a question.
Yeah.
Why are y'all so confident about the Bears stopping the Rams?
Because I'm a Bears fan, I have to be.
I'm not
have a
confident
choice.
about it. I
Aaron
have a
Donald.
good feeling for some reason. I have a good feeling about it. So
So you think y'all can stop talking early?
Oh, that's
Yes, we got the number 2 rush defense in the league. Yeah, we can stop talking.
I think they could. I think they just got to be worried. I think this is it's Roquan, and then who's the inside backers?
Danny Trevathan and Roquan Smith.
Those guys. They're gonna have to key on Todd, especially in the passing game, the screen game. They're gonna have to lurk those out. Man, Todd Gurley's gonna be a handful, but the Bears they can't
we
stop.
can
them.
stop him.
Yeah,
What
they can.
about Brandon Cooks?
No. I mean, there's no corner. I mean, the safety's gonna have to play over the top, but there's no corner that can roll it.
Listen,
I mean, Eddie Jackson.
Eddie Jackson,
Great safety.
No, he's a great safety. Yeah. Oh my God, he's amazing.
Have anybody ever heard of Kyle Fuller?
Kyle Fuller's
Yeah,
got 6
Butterfinger.
picks on the year.
Man, are you gonna stop Cooks? No, we don't stop nobody man to man. That's not what we do. We zone read.
Well, I think
We get picks and we get takeaways.
right.
You're in trouble more so after you catch the ball. With
Right.
the Bears defense.
Right.
So
I think it'll be interesting.
that's fine. I dare you catch the ball.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the Bears.
And it'll be because you got Cooks going deep to stretch out the field, make that safety come up. Then he loves God's favorite receiver, Robert Woods, coming down the middle. You got Gurley screen passing.
There's no certainty that Jared Goff, what's his name? Jared?
Yeah.
I don't even need to know his first name. Goff. There's no certainty that he'll get the look.
No, I know. With Khalil Mack,
We have a sense of urgency.
they're gonna have to.
We're coming for him.
Well, we'll see how that game goes, guys. We're going to take a quick break here. Coming up, we got the college football playoff and the Fred Hoiberg news. You're listening to Eating Up Sports.
Yeah.
Hey, sports fans, Paulie C here, and this is a recap of what you missed last week on the Fans Corner.
It's been literally the king of Eastern Conference for almost a decade, and
The
now
only reason to watch these.
basically, and now if he goes over, we're assuming he's going to go over the Western Conference, right, for the first time in his career.
And then at that point, do you realize what that does to the NBA? You put him in the West, you might as well just take the Eastern Conference and fold it.
So please join us on Friday afternoons from 2 to 4 p.m. on ChicagolandSportsRadio.com.
Next time on the Backscape Hawks. With Corey Crawford back in net, how relevant will the Blackhawks be? Did the team finally fix their defensive shortcomings?
I'm in danger.
And will the offense remain red hot? Tune in to the Backscape Hawks with James Hicks III for everything Blackhawks. Tuesdays from 11 to noon on ChicagolandSportsRadio.com.
Time to kick off your career in radio or TV broadcasting at the Illinois Media School's downtown Chicago campus. Call us at 312-884-8000 or visit 530 South State Street to learn how you can make your dreams of being on television and radio a reality. Don't take my word for it. Check out what some industry professionals said about the Illinois Media School.
Jonathan Hood, ESPN 1000.
People often ask me, Hoodie, how can I be a sports radio guy like you? I tell them it takes drive and determination, and you need to learn how it all works. You can learn to be a sports talk show host, a producer, do play-by-play, and shoot and edit video. You'll have a chance to get internships at stations where you can tap into the knowledge of industry pros. With job placement assistance, you can start your new career in 1 year. It's a great school to get the hands-on training you need for a broadcasting career, doing what you love. They have affordable tuition and financial aid for those who qualify. So don't waste another minute. Go to beonair.com/Chicago Sports. That's beonair.com/Chicago Sports.
It's a great time to be a sports fan in Chicago. The Bears have wrapped up OTAs. We're less than 2 weeks away from the NBA draft, and the Cubs and Sox are well into their seasons. On Second City Sports, we break down and analyze all the latest breaking news and notes from across the sports landscape. So join Jay Pfeiffer and Lakina McGee every Thursday from 12 to 2 p.m. only on ChicagolandSportsRadio.com, where it's not just sports, it's a way of life.
Welcome back into Heating Up Sports. It's some good NFL talk, and I think we're going to switch now to the college game. College football playoff.
It's prime time.
Last weekend was conference championship weekend.
Let's talk about that SEC championship game.
Oh, my God.
I know you're a big college fan. You watched that game?
Yeah, I watched most of it. You know, Saturday was it's been a rough week. I don't know. I was catching up on some sleep, so I missed.
I don't agree with Oklahoma being number 5, with Ohio State being number 5.
6.
How the?
You think they should be higher?
They lost to Purdue.
I agree. You know what? They should have been number 5, but I don't agree with Oklahoma being in there over Ohio State.
Okay, just you saying
because Ohio State. Oklahoma's horrible on defense.
Yeah,
100.
That's the argument.
100.
Yeah, that's the argument. But Oklahoma's only loss was to a ranked Texas team who won the Big 12 South.
That was a shootout, wasn't it?
Yeah. The Red River rivalry.
So you know what happened, right? The committee felt like that the 3 teams that were juggling one wasn't better, like convincingly better than the other, so they just went to their rule book and they did it from black and white. These are our guidelines. So Oklahoma had the conference championship, right?
Right.
So that's why they got it. If we're going to be fair, and I get out of my emotions for a second.
I personally think they got it right, but if it were up to me, it's not a doubt in my mind that nobody in these playoffs want to play Georgia. You know, Georgia loses to 2.
They lost to LSU earlier
and Alabama.
Yeah, those are 2 very good teams.
I think Georgia's one of the best. I think they should be in there, but I think they got it right. Now Oklahoma, they lost to Purdue. That loss is going to hurt them.
Ohio State.
As far as the right game for the fans, they got it right.
Right.
If you want to talk about stats, yada yada, we know the college football stats. Your record doesn't tell the whole story. So they got a little SEC love. So all right.
So we got Alabama.
Good football.
Or what were we going to say?
I do have to say though that this, I love college football. I have to say this has probably been one of the most boring years because everyone who started like Alabama, Clemson, I think I'm kind of getting sick of them being 1 and 2 all the time.
Hey man,
it's about time and I thought Georgia was going to be that school, and I think they will be soon because their recruiting has been absolutely ridiculous.
Yes.
And
yes, they have.
So they'll get there. It's just gonna maybe take another year or 2. But this Alabama team,
I think that I have a proposal for the NCAA, whoever makes these rules, on how the playoff goes. I think they need to spread it to 12.
To 12.
Hear me out.
Okay.
Because they're talking about going to 8.
Me out. Yeah. Okay, 8 or 12. The undefeated teams have precedence.
Yeah. Shout out to UCF.
Right. Yeah. We'll start the playoff a little earlier in the season. I'm not saying add more games. I'm saying start this playoff process at like game 10, 11.
There's 11. A lot of schools, man.
I mean, figure it out. They can figure it out. There's still going to be some bias, but it'll be better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And make it really play it out to see. I think that'll make it more. It'll be fairer. Is that a word?
Yeah, fairer, more fair. Yeah. No, I get what you're saying. Yeah,
a little more equality.
Yeah, I mean, you could do that. You could theoretically have them play, the first week of the playoffs, maybe the week of Christmas or something, because then the next week's when the playoffs starts.
That's a little late though, because the guys already played 13 games. So that's what I'm saying. Start the playoff qualifications like week 10 or week 11, or something like that.
Yeah. Let me ask you this: what year is Georgia quarterback? The first name. I know they got Justin Fields on the bench.
Georgia's quarterback.
Yeah, Jake Fromm. Let me.
Man, they don't play till December 29th. These bowl games, at least the playoffs.
That's about a good 2-3.
Oh yeah, they get a good layoff there.
Oklahoma just got to win 1, man. They just got to beat them once. They don't have to beat them 9 times. You don't think Lincoln Riley can put up a game plan?
I'm gonna wait till y'all make y'all predictions because I got some bold ones coming y'all way.
Oh man. I'm just worried.
Oklahoma a sophomore.
He's a sophomore.
Alabama's gonna kill.
Yeah, just because they can't
kill. You know why? Because their defense. I think Oklahoma could get with them on scoring, but their defense is just horrible.
Yeah, they got a couple guys there going.
Alabama has the number 3 offense in the country.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oklahoma.
I don't think it's gonna be close. To be honest.
Oh man.
I mean, Kyler Murray, look, he's a great quarterback. Oklahoma has a great offense, but Alabama has a great defense as well. Alabama's a complete team, and Oklahoma's not.
I agree.
So
but it's going to be interesting. Kyler Murray, I think he's making the right decision by pursuing baseball, but I just love how he escapes the pocket, extends the play. He makes a lot of plays on his feet.
That Alabama recruits gang members, okay? These boys are thugs. These boys are thugs, and they're coming after this pizza pie.
Oh, man.
That's on the Oklahoma offense, okay?
Well,
These
Lincoln Riley.
Get busy.
Lincoln Riley, the head coach of Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm.
He's a stud, man.
He's a stud.
Rile up some plays.
But he don't have 65 menacing
That's true.
men
That's true.
So some of y'all gonna do y'all predictions because I'm tired of the shenanigans y'all talking.
Let's go. I'm with it. Let's go.
Alabama wins.
Yeah, look, it's gonna be Alabama Clemson again for the national
I
title,
want to hear his prediction. Come on.
and Notre Dame. Look, I know they're undefeated. You know, they don't play in a conference, so they have to do really well throughout the course of a regular season. They have to go undefeated essentially to get into the playoff. And, you know, they do have teams like Stanford and USC on their schedule every year. Those schools had down years. And I just don't think Notre Dame has the firepower to compete with Clemson. So I think Clemson is going to win that one pretty handily as well. These first two games of the college football playoff, they have a chance to just be blowouts.
I think Notre Dame.
I think you're right. Yeah.
I think Notre Dame may have gotten their strength of schedule is probably not the toughest thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Their quarterback. They have a couple of. They don't have. I don't see any stats with them that stand out. On paper, they don't stand out. That don't mean they can't win a game.
That's true.
But on paper, they just don't stand out to me.
True.
I think what Jalen Hurts did was just absolutely incredible for him to stay.
Well, the kid's a winner.
Yeah.
He's a winner.
And he stayed so positive throughout this whole thing too, you know? So good for him.
I think he should still declare for the draft.
Yeah, I mean, he'd still get picked.
Is Hurts going to play or is it Tua?
We don't know yet.
Yeah.
We don't know yet.
Yeah. They're going to probably keep that one close to the vest up until
I'm
game
willing to
time.
bet that they'll be comfortable with Hurts.
If it's Tua,
Hurts
I don't think this
Hurts is a
playoff
winner.
is close at all.
I think if it's Hurts, okay, you worry a little bit.
But they're still going to win, though.
Right. Yeah.
Back to your. Come on, what's up with your?
Well, you got
prediction?
something up your sleeve.
Y'all really want to know my prediction?
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you why it's not right.
I'm finna be so real with y'all right now. Y'all wanna know who finna be in the national championship?
Let's hear it.
Oklahoma versus Notre Dame. Period.
Whoa.
Notre Dame versus Oklahoma.
I quit. I'm out of here. You ready, boy? Listen,
Oh man.
listen, let's do Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp. Let's put a case of Dew on it. Let's put a case of Mountain Dew on it. I don't drink diet.
Nah, but I mean Oklahoma, you think they're just gonna dial up the plays on that day and it's gonna click for them?
It's just gonna be a shootout.
If Lincoln Riley does this, oh my god.
Look, whoever watches this, please, I want you to comment and tell me if that's even a plausible or reasonable prediction. Oklahoma and Notre Dame in the college football championship.
Notre Dame played a lot of good
Notre
games.
Dame fans need not apply. You guys are going to be biased. But
Notre Dame beat Michigan 24-17.
Michigan, okay. Ohio State beat Michigan. It's cool.
Ohio State did.
Michigan is
Harbaugh can never
There's a
beat
couple
the
of teams
Buckeyes.
that have. It ain't even
It's like the
Harbaugh.
Bears beating the Packers.
Exactly. That's what I'm finna say,
It's
bro.
not
That's a
even
mindset thing.
Harbaugh. It's just a culture thing.
Yeah.
They have their number. Like the Giants had a Patriots number.
Man, I want to go to that Bears Packers game.
All right, guys, we got to start wrapping it up here. So I know we had more to touch on, but
It was a good show.
Yeah.
We got breaking news. The Chiefs were signing Sarkisian West.
Yeah, Spencer Ware, he didn't do that much on the ground. I thought Damian Williams did
I
really
don't think
good.
he. I don't think he used to starting. He's not used to starting.
Oh my goodness.
Should we maybe in a minute or two touch on the Fred Hoiberg firing? Let's get some quick thoughts on that.
Bring Phil Jackson back. I'm just kidding.
Come on, bring it in. Go ahead and bring it in.
All right, everyone, thank you for listening. This has been Heating Up Sports. Tune in, same time, same place next week.
Hey, Trey Show.
What do you think was on JR's mind? And he knew what the question meant.
Oh, yeah.
He knew what the question meant. I can read his mind. You sitting up there with Charlie Brown's short